It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 186. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters Herzog.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Noelle. Thanks for coming. We're here to talk about 90 Day Fiance, the tell-all part 1, season 9, episode 18. So part 1, that means there's going to be a part 2.
But then it's over.
2. And then we never have to do this ever again.
Until Bilal and Shida join whatever it is they're joining.
Is that what's
next.
happening?
Yeah, they're joining, like, maybe it's going to be happily ever after. I don't remember.
Do you think that they'll ever smile at each other?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
What do
It's
you
so
think
funny.
happens?
We're doing a video. I forgot. Hello.
Hi, Noelle. We are
I'm
doing
here.
a video.
I'm
Thanks
here.
so much for coming.
Thanks so much for having me. I really like your eyeshadow.
Thank you so much. I'm trying to do a little bit of the color of the season.
It looks good.
Thank you for noticing. If you guys are listening to us on audio, make sure you go over to YouTube and check out the video. And if you're listening to us on YouTube and you don't know like how we look, make sure you go check out the audio.
If you don't like how we look.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
I like how we look.
Yeah,
We're
but
not
for everyone.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Mm-mm.
So Noelle, happy birthday again.
Thanks so much.
Last night we had your birthday party. If you guys want to hear all about the insanity that is Noelle's birthday till 5 o'clock in the morning, then go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast and listen to our bonus podcast called BS, where we just kind of like
BS.
And who do you have joining you today?
That's Peggy. Peggy Sue. Hello.
So that's Peggy Sue. That is Adrienne Appalucci's dog. Check out Adrienne Appalucci. She's an amazing comic. And Noelle is babysitting her child for her while she's on the road. And check her out on the road. Go to Adrienne Appalucci on Instagram and follow her.
Adrienne Appalucci.
Yes.
Appalucci. Yeah, this dog, so cute.
So cute. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you comment on her pictures and make sure you tell her that you've met her dog without her.
Peggy Sue.
Peggy Sue. All right. So let's jump in the pool. The first thing that I noticed.
Yeah.
Eve's boots.
I didn't even notice them.
Oh my God. She thought she was Poison Ivy.
What do they look like?
They were glitter green, like stiletto boots.
No, the first thing I wrote down was Kara's extensions.
Okay. It's not Kara's extensions. It's Kara's extension.
Why did they show it like this?
Okay. So if I were Kara and I was getting these extensions and they put one blonde one with a clip in the front of my head, I would say, hey, that's in the front of my head. And you could see the clip.
Also, can you just, I don't know, brush it down?
No, just put it underneath.
Right.
And I would say like, oh, I'm not leaving the salon because that's on top of my head. And that is not where that goes.
But they showcased it with her hairstyle too.
Oh, they sure did showcase it.
Yeah, they did. Showcase showdown.
They showdowned it all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So Eve is upset because she's still paying for everything.
I wrote she's the soup provider, not the sole provider.
She is the soup provider because who's buying the soup besides her?
Right. Nobody.
Patrick and Thais move to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jabri starts just being so dramatic right off the bat, talking about how he had gotten in a fight with David and how he had gone to boot camp. I think he meant military school.
He is trying to be, remember how like cults would try to be combative at every like tell all? That's how he's being.
Okay. I need him to never be on a show again. That was awful. He was
he's a dick.
He was insufferable throughout this whole thing. And I got to tell you, Miona's fine.
Okay, but she didn't say one word.
How could she?
Yeah. He talks over her 24/7.
How?
He thinks he's like the star of the show.
He does. He does. He's wearing his shiny suit. And then
Mm-hmm.
we see Tim and Kenny come in for no reason.
Tim has on his leather pants.
Mm-hmm.
And his guy liner, right?
Yes.
I call it man liner. You call it guy liner. But
Guy
why
liner.
are they there to do like a
So they're trying to
pillow talk?
Yeah. So I guess what they're trying to do is get people that don't watch Pillow Talk to watch Pillow Talk. It made me not want to watch it.
No, I'm never gonna watch Pillow Talk. Because that's what we do.
Right. We are the Pillow Talk.
We are the Pillow Talk. We're the Pillow Talkers of YouTube. Sorry.
The Pillow Princesses, if you will.
Ooh, I know some princesses.
Wow. So we have 2 pregnant people. We have Kara and Thais. They're pregnant, and they're both 16 weeks pregnant.
They're both in green also.
They're both in green. The pregnancy color. Oh God, I have green eyeshadow on.
Oh no, go wipe it off.
Also, Yves is in green. She's in green boots.
Right, but she's in, I don't know what she's in, but she's in like a pink.
She's in a caftan.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So now Kobe and Emily, they have a girl named Scarlett. That baby, Noelle, that baby.
I want that baby.
That baby is his face.
Also, I love that name too. I'm sorry.
Too.
I'm just watching what this dog is doing in back of me. She just burrowed all the way. She's the character.
She's very funny. If you guys aren't watching on YouTube, you have to, just for Peggy Sue.
That's so funny.
Noelle. That is Kobe's face.
Like Kobe.
On I know, but like even more.
I know. She's
so
cute.
Yes, and it is a very good name. So Kobe is working testing asphalt. I'm assuming it's like some kind of union job.
I guess because later she goes, I'm so happy he works alone in a lab. It's like, is he a scientist? What?
I didn't want to say anything, but he's a scientist. No, he's testing the asphalt mix.
This is a skill I didn't know was like a random thing you just start doing. Like, what do you want to do? I want to be an asphalt tester.
Okay, I don't think anyone really see the thing about going to, like, when you're in college, right? You're like, I want to be a lawyer, a doctor. Like, you pick a thing. And I think that life doesn't prepare us for like these jobs that like no one picks.
Right.
You know, because I remember like my first like corporate job, I was an ad trafficker.
Right.
I didn't know what that meant.
Right. But that's the thing. It's kind of like, oh, so Kobe's looking for a job. And then they're like, we need an asphalt tester. You know what I mean? How do you even come across this job?
Well,
Craigslist? Like, I don't understand, you know?
Well, her father is an architect, so he might have had something with like the Department of Buildings, or I don't know what happens in Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas.
No one knows what happens in Kansas. So Jibri is now going to start being mean
already right out the gate.
So he said that people are jealous, that then Jibri attacks Ariella about his mom.
So easy though. She just takes it in stride.
Because I gotta tell you,
you're okay, sure, Jibri. I'm jealous of you.
I would too.
Of course, so would I. You know that.
And I'm not a very passive person. Yeah. But I gotta tell you, with this one, I would have been like, oh my God, you're so much better than me. I'm so upset. Baby, afterwards we could talk and you could help me with my relationship.
But that's what I would, but that's exactly what I would do.
I'd be like, you're such a good therapist, like your mom. Tips.
I really want to be like you guys. You know, like if you can give me some pointers, like I'll play the game forever with him.
I'd be like, listen, I really want to be like Miona, but I think I would have a headache 24/7 with that ponytail.
How does she do it?
Like, also, yeah, Jibri is a headache, but that ponytail.
When I do my hair, like slicked back in a ponytail, there's always just like one or two. She doesn't have one. How does she get it so flat?
Noelle, there's really no way to know.
I've tried flat brushes. I've tried more brushes. I've tried it all. I don't know how she does it.
If you're listening, we need to know how you don't get a little
bloop,
little bloop in your ponytail. So Jibri is mad because Ariella was like, well, maybe his mom is jealous or whatever, and he starts flipping it on her. And she's
right, like, but he's the one who said my family and friends are jealous.
Sure. Yeah, but also everyone's so jealous of you, Jibri.
Yeah, I'm so jealous. You're just so cool. Jibri, you are so cool.
You're so cool. The coolest. Binyam got his green card. So now he could work as a
fighter.
MMA fighter?
Yes.
That's what you waited for your green card for?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Maybe like a little side job on the side.
He's like, now I could be a dad. Now I could be a fighter. It's like, what?
Dad? You couldn't be is that what happened? You didn't have your now
you could
card?
be a dad. Okay. Now you could be a dad.
Yeah, that's exactly what
you can have your dad card.
So Jibri's he's just giving so much advice, and it's really good.
Did you notice that weird cut they did?
Tell me.
Jibri and Ariella are kind of going back and forth a little bit, and he's telling her like, you're gonna hold
Binyam back.
He was like, you're gonna hold Binyam back, and he's like, matter of fact, he's like, let me talk to you for a minute or whatever, and he got up, and then
I didn't notice that.
they got up and then they cut it and he was sitting down talking again. And it's like, wait, what did they have him get up to do?
Oh, he probably got up and got obnoxious and they were like, we need to cut this out. He's
Yeah.
so
Or
annoying.
like, I don't know, almost like, cause you know how is this the part? I don't know. Cause I wrote my note backwards like you did last week.
Oh, good.
Is this the part where he's like, I got $100,000, I'll pay you. Like we'll fight.
Oh, I don't remember. I think I blacked out.
So at one point he was like, I'll fight you. I got $100,000. I'll fight you. And that's when he's like, as a matter of fact. And then he got up. And that's why I was like, did he try to fight him or something? And they cut it out. It was really weird. Yeah.
Maybe he was like trying to make like a bad joke.
I think so, because suddenly he was on the couch with Miona again. Like he stood up and then they cut back to him sitting.
Right. Well, he's giving a lot of advice, and Emily is like, yeah, I'm jealous. What's the point? And then Jabri is like, says to Binyam, if he's making a lot of money, women are going to want him. They're going to slide into his DMs.
Okay. They're going to slide into all the DMs regardless, because you guys are on a TV show.
Right. So then they talk about the tidy whitey scene with Kobe. Why are we trying to make this man an underwear model?
I mean, but now that all the women saw the roll of quarters in his tidy whities, they're all hitting him up.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Also, now he wore another pair of tidy whities with her face on it, and then he undresses for the camera, but they only show the back of him now.
Right, but this was on purpose, right?
Noelle.
Just wondering.
Come on, man. So, Yevon Muhammad.
Yeah.
I've never seen something like this.
Him? He cut his hair.
Sort of.
No. He used to have a
I know, a coif.
Fallout Boy.
Right. But it's not like he cut his hair in a good way.
No, my question is almost like, before when he had his hair long, was it like, did he do like not keratin? What's it called? Like Brazilian straightening or something?
I think so.
Because it's a different texture now.
Okay. So when he had his hair in his little coif, you could always see that the roots were coming in curly.
Okay, I thought so too. Right. And now, because now his hair is very coarse.
Yes, this is what his hair is. So he looks awful, and he doesn't care about what she wears anymore. Ever since his mother reminded him that this is not a real marriage.
Right.
He's been so much more laid back. And then they remind him that he said he never asked her to change clothes, but they remind him that he asked her to cover her thong with her coat. Yeah, I would have too.
But why does she get so mad? She's getting worked up. Why?
Because she's like,
she's a child too.
Yeah, I don't like her at all.
I have to tell you, her hair looks so good. It looks so much better now.
Better.
Yeah.
Jabri said that Ariella and Binyam won't work at all. And he said that they're really fake and that Ariella is holding him back and Binyam should say something.
Okay. But I like that Ariella is like, okay, yep. Okay. Like, she's like, yeah, I'm so jealous. Says the guy with the sparkle suit. You know what I mean? Like she just plays the game, and I just like that so much. I like that too.
But now Sean calls Thais
the whole time.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. So we find out that it was an unplanned pregnancy. This is very, very weird.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. So Patrick said that he tested negative for sperm.
Right. I don't have any. I drank too much Mountain Dew. I smoked the seeds in the weed.
Right. Oh, that was so real. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I actually tested positive for steroids, negative for sperm.
And then she's like, surprise.
So then she didn't even know though. So he claims he's sterile. That's what it is. He claimed that he was sterile, and she didn't know that he thought he was sterile.
Right.
So then why did he say any?
I don't get it.
So basically he was saying like he wasn't trying to have a kid. He just thought he couldn't have a kid.
Right.
Do you think that? Oh, and then he said that he didn't really tell her because of the language barrier. I have news for you. You speak Portuguese and she speaks English.
He says, like, he even says early on, like, having a partner that doesn't speak English. And he's like, and it's like, she just did a whole ass show in English. She speaks English.
Okay, at the beginning of the show, they really made it like she didn't speak English.
She does.
All the way though.
Yeah, all the way.
Okay. I know.
Like, okay, who was it? Like Jimena didn't speak any English. That's someone
Right.
that's been on the show that didn't speak English.
Right.
Thais speaks English.
Yeah, she does. So now I'm like, she got pregnant, but he's claiming that he has no sperm.
Is it John's baby?
Is it John's baby?
Is it John's baby?
I knew that it was John's baby.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess we're never gonna know.
Right. It's like, oh, okay, well, he's sterile, but I'm pregnant.
Right.
Okay.
So she took 6 pregnancy tests. Now, this is what I don't like.
Yeah.
He said that she's the kind of person who doesn't like to jinx things. She likes to be sure of something before she announces anything, before she says anything, even to him. So she took 6 pregnancy tests. They were positive, but she wanted to go to the doctor to get the doctor test.
Yeah.
Right. That's what they call it. That's the legal name for it. The doctor test.
Uh-huh.
So
Dr. EBT, not EBT. You know.
Miami?
No. What's the name? What's the name of those tests? The pregnancy
the
test,
early
the brands.
pregnancy test?
The brands, not first response. There's one that's like letters, but it's not EBT because EBT is food stamps.
I think it's still EBT.
Is it
No, it's not.
Wow. This dog has gas. I smell it. It's
Oh,
not good.
great.
Uh-huh. That's why I was looking around. I was like, is there a landmine in here I don't know about?
Let's see. E early. Let's see what the
Do it. Tell the people. The people
I'm
need
gonna
to
tell
know.
the people. I am going to tell the people. I know what you're talking about though, but
You
it's
do.
not- yeah, it's not coming up. EPT. Yeah, early pregnancy test. No, P.
Early pregnancy test.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was early detection test.
No. E.
Okay.
T.
All right.
All right.
EDP is a crazy person, right? Okay.
Right.
There's just so many. Okay.
There's so many E's with T's and then
There's
stuff
so many.
and
There's so
then
many
some
letters.
so many letters in the alphabet. It's so crazy. So now she gets the official test, but he said that she asked him to make her a gynecologist appointment for quote something else.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Like she wanted to go to the gynecologist to get a pregnancy test. She brought her friend because her friend wanted to translate. And then he's like, she told her friend first. Yeah, that's how it works.
I don't know. If I was him, I'd be so irritated. I'd be like, you took 6 pregnancy tests. You couldn't tell me about one of them.
Listen, I understand because obviously that's not who we are.
Yeah.
But like she just wasn't sure. Like
Yeah,
I guess maybe she was
I think
scared of
she's very
something.
immature.
She is, but also maybe it's John's baby. So,
Maybe it's John's baby. I don't know. John's getting better looking by the episode.
Oh, wow. Okay. Noelle and John, you heard it here first.
Oh, yeah. I just love him.
So he was telling her after the first or second time he went to Brazil, he was telling her that he was training a girl and he was training her
with his tongue.
He was training her for the marathon of marriage and life and love.
He was training her for some tonsil hockey.
Oh, wow. So I like what her answer was. She was like, I told him if he wants her, then he could have her.
Right. But I don't believe that.
I believe it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my problem is I don't really have faith with people on this show. I feel like I always hear so much like, I'm done.
Right.
This happens. Okay, I'll just walk away. Nobody ever walks away.
Right.
That's
not a lot of
is.
there's not
Yeah.
do you remember that was baby girl Lisa, Angela, I'm done. And the other one too.
Right. Rotten Toe Lisa.
Who else was done? Kimberly was done too.
Kimberly was done. Well, it's a particular group of women that are done.
So they're done, but she was not done. And he said that he did not seal the deal with the other girl because he was too drunk. And she found out because she looked through his phone the day he proposed to her.
So he got whiskey dick.
Right.
I said it. I know.
I think that's okay.
I said it.
You're okay. You're good. So now Tim and Kenny are going to give this weird commentary. Tim like slurs when he talks.
Okay. I almost felt like he was
like sing-song
nervous or something. Like he was talking weird.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. So now we move on to Cara Guillermo and her extension highlight.
Right.
And Bilal says that Shida is naive.
And that she's like a kid.
I know. I think he's right.
Okay. I've said this before. I'll say it again. How do you guys watch the show and think Shida is some shining star and Bilal is the devil? I don't understand it.
I don't think that it's opposite. I think they're both not great in different ways.
I don't know. He listen, he
I like
has
him
his
better.
issues. I like him much better than
I like
her.
him better. I don't think he's great though.
But like I'm seeing people like post on Facebook like he is a classic narcissist. Shida is wonderful. She needs to run away. And it's like, guys,
but he is a classic narcissist. So Patrick said that Kara controls him, and Patrick said that Kara controls Guillermo.
Yeah.
And that's a thing that American women do.
Okay, it is though.
I guess. So then they talk about how Kobe and Guillermo got their laptops and they don't use them.
Okay, that's so funny because she's like, Kobe bought one. Ask him how many times he used it. That's so funny.
Very funny. So now Bilal and Shida are arguing about the prank a lot. There's a lot of repetitiveness.
But but he's trying to. What is it he's saying? She eats like gets it all over herself. When
That she was eating backstage, and that then she tried to touch him. He didn't want her to touch him.
Right. And then Guillermo had to give her hand sanitizer. Like, I guess I couldn't follow it. I'm like, what is
That's
the
what
point
happened.
of this?
They were backstage. She was eating. She went to go touch Bilal. He wanted her to wash her hands first. So
right.
Patrick said that Bilal is a classic salesperson.
He is.
Yep. And they talk about like the conversations that salespeople have with people.
Right.
Then they talk about the prenup.
Help.
Okay.
Thank you. So if she doesn't get pregnant, if they don't have a baby, nothing happens.
Right.
What was the point of putting it in there?
Just like for decoration.
So she's like, I would not have gotten married without any of my clauses.
Right.
So her clause is, I have to get pregnant before 40 or else nothing.
Right. Or nothing will happen. Nothing else. Nothing will happen at all.
And he's basically like, yeah, I low-key got a vasectomy. It's up to Allah. Like, I don't understand.
He's like, I drank too much tonight. But anyway.
Right. Like, I just don't understand. So it's like,
he's like, I tested negative. I tested
negative too.
Bilal's going to start doing steroids. We're going to see him next week. He's going to be jacked. He's going to be ripped.
Well, no sperm.
He's like, how many sperm you had? None? Zero?
None? How much were you lifting?
How much steroids were you doing? Every day, every 5 minutes. Okay, perfect.
Oh, it's so funny.
So now Shahida, his ex-wife, comes out and she said that she did not feel equal in the relationship.
Right.
And now Shida won't look at Shahida. And because Shida's upset at how Shahida came at her when she came into the house. And Shahida said that Shida said that she was upset that she said that she had no assets.
Right.
Now, I'm going to tell you what I think about this.
Tell me.
I think that Shahida's not nice. Even the way she speaks, the way she looks, the way that she talks is like very, very mean.
I just think she has Shida's number.
Sure, but she's also very mean.
I think she also took it as a personal insult because she lived in the house. That house that Shida was frowning upon, that she lived there with Bilal.
Okay, cool. What a hero you are that you live.
I know, but also Shida, I don't like the way she reacted to the house. I never did. So like, I do get that too. I do think Shahida obviously has some sort of problem with Shida, but why don't you just say what it is? Because you obviously had a problem with her before the prenup stuff came up. So what is
she's very like stern.
She is. She's very like, but she's just like Bilal. She's so serious.
She's so serious, but then she doesn't like Bilal because he's like that. So that was kind of confusing.
Mm-hmm.
So now Jabri chimes in and said that they're hurt. And I got to tell you, this is the only chime in that I'm like, okay.
Yes, agreed.
I agree with that. So Shida said that Bilal will make the decision to do the best thing for them. I like that answer.
Me too.
I thought that was pretty in solidarity with her partner.
Yeah.
But Shahida said that Shida acted terrible about the house.
Right.
I don't think she acted terrible. I think that I think that Bilal built up what he had here so much, even though he just talked to her in front of a blank wall. You think that he could take 2 seconds without bragging?
Yeah. I don't think he built himself up. I think she saw what he had and she assumed. Right. Not that I think she's a gold digger, because I don't either. I just don't like her reaction to it.
No, she's making chicken. Yeva Muhammad.
Yev.
He doesn't judge her clothes anymore. We know. We've heard that.
We got it. Okay, cool.
And Jabri said that
Jabri understands, basically.
Oh, he understands everything. He understands everything about men.
God, this
and
guy.
he hates women.
Yeah.
He
Except
really
for
hates
Miona, though.
Okay.
He like worships Miona, but that's it.
So he said that Eve has anger issues because Muhammad said that, and that he says mean things to her though. And I believe that because obviously we've seen some of his work.
Yeah. And also Muhammad was mad at Eve because she didn't do their taxes. See that she didn't do her taxes. That's why he couldn't do the paperwork. That would annoy me too, though.
Yeah, of course.
That's so, but it's like, okay, so this is why he was flipping out because he's like, get it together. Yeah, I get that.
Yes. But you know what? Then you should have gotten a different sponsor.
Yeah, I guess. But where are you going to
know.
find someone so gullible?
True. Let's talk about Kara and Guillermo a little bit.
Okay.
I love this. It was a fake high school reunion that we have to relive. And then Chris comes out just like Slash from Guns N' Roses.
When Jibri calls him Ozzy Osborne. I'm like, thank you, Jibri. And you know what? This is where I appreciate you.
Okay. They dated for 2 years in high school and college. Okay. So 2 years
at
for high
university.
School. University. That's right. Universidad. It was very serious. They had a wild relationship. And then basically what happened was they were dating in high school. She went away to college. She forgot to break up with him.
Right.
And then she just lived her life.
But she's being a bitch too. She's like, I didn't think I owed it to him. And it's like
to break up with your boyfriend, but also
your boyfriend.
She's like, yeah, I just thought we were horny teenagers. But if you dated for 2 years in high school and college, obviously it was not in college. So it was just 1 year in high school. That's basically what happened. And that she left him when she went to college. So Jibri said that he didn't really cheat, but what he did was he called every woman he's ever met in his whole life because he's just such a feminist. He made amends with all of them. And Miona's feelings really got hurt.
Okay. I'm sure that's how it went.
Yeah, that's definitely what happened. He's like, I don't know. I was just too wonderful. Maybe that was it.
And Kobe took his ex out to lunch.
I mean, listen.
I don't care. I don't care.
It is what it is. I just love that they brought Chris on. Could you imagine you're on this show, Noelle? You're on this show and they're like, here's a boy that Noelle dated in 7th grade.
Oh, God. I'd be like, this is so lame.
And he's like, actually, I have the note she wrote me. Do you like me? Yes or no? Look at this. Look at how she circled it so aggressively.
So she did really like me.
And they were very serious because they spent every lunch hour together, every single one.
When Jibri goes, okay, Ozzy Osbourne, you were Ozzy Osbourne. He's James Bond. Ozzy Osbourne, you need to leave it in the past and get over it. That was so funny. And it's like,
I know, because it's like, why are we trying to make this? Why can't we talk more about her balloons or something?
Right. Also, her balloon knot. Also, it's been a while since university. Get over it. You know what I mean? You still haven't trusted a woman?
It was años ago. Why don't you have your bulletproof vest on?
Oh, God. Right. What happened to your rap look? Now you're a rocker.
It's very confusing to me. Maybe he's going in a different direction.
Maybe.
Recording a new album. So Guillermo tells her to apologize to him.
Yeah.
I like Guillermo so much.
Me too. He's so nice.
I
like him a lot.
Then Tim and Ken talk about nothing.
And
then they bring John out.
The best part of the show.
I love how John blacked out drunk and told some girl that Thais was pregnant. And
the girl congratulated her
on Instagram.
That's
what
great.
A jerk that girl is, though.
What a
it's
jerk.
Like you knew John was blacked out. Then Jibri says that John is always drunk, calls him drunk,
right?
And he goes, "Your sparkles are blinding me."
He is so funny. Sparkles. Okay, sparkles. Basically, like he'll whoop his ass, but it's like I think that he would.
Oh, I think
because
he would
he's so unbothered by Jibri.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Jibri calls him the third wheel and tells him to stop. But it's like, shut up.
And then I like that he's like, oh, don't you live with your parents? Because it's like, you want to talk about third wheeling. You live with your parents. Also, John's there like once a month.
He's four-wheeling.
He's four-wheeling.
That's what Jibri's doing.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
If John's third wheeling, Jibri has Miona and himself.
Oh, so he's quadding.
He's quadding. He's
Jibri is quadding. Oh man.
He's quadding with his new wife. And that's all I got, Noelle.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
There's only, guys, stick with us. There's one more week of this season and then it's over.
Well, we got a new review.
Ooh, okay.
the best podcast. 5 stars. Tracey and Noelle are the best. I love this podcast. I have their Patreon and Facebook group.
That makes me so happy.
That was very nice.
That's so nice. Thank you for having the Patreon and our Facebook group. We love you.
Guys, make sure you give us a 5-star rating, an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. And you can go to TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming tour dates, including everything podcast related that you could ever want, including the Facebook groups, the Patreon, anything that your heart could dream of.
That's a lot.
Subscribe to us on YouTube if you don't already, because you want to see us.
I know you do.
Subscribe to us on audio because you're tired of seeing us.
You are so tired.
You could follow the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Noelle keeps up with all of the new gossip. And follow me at Trixie Chuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And Noelle is at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
I am.
Okay, bye.
Bye.